rain. Noah told the people they paid him no mind. They said, look here, Noah, you're out your mind. Noah obeyed every word from God. Got some wood and some nails, then he built him an ark. He even got the animals 2 by 2. The ox, the camel, and the kangaroo. When the rain fell from the sky, when the rain fell down from the sky, when the rain fell down from the sky, everybody got trouble in mind.
Let's start with the Hallelujah Singers. Tell us about where that comes from and why you do it.
Well, Hallelujah Singers now, as of this year, are 41 years of age. We began back in the 80s, and it was a smaller group consisting of my cousin, Renee, my god sister, Dawn, and a good friend of mine named Leon, and my play uncle, the late Bill Davis Cosby Jr. And so we continued to sing around the city of Detroit, and we got our first record deal through Mr. Bernie Hamilton that played on Starsky and Hutch. He was Captain Dobie. And we recorded a couple of records, and we stayed together for numerous of years, but all of them were fantastic lead singers. So they ventured out of their own solo careers. Some are still doing it right now today. And I expanded the group from being a smaller group into an ensemble. And now we have expanded now to more so like a choir. And we are the Hallelujah Singers.
For you, where does the love of music start, and how do you decide that this is what you want to do with your life?
It started at my home. My mother sung with one of the phenomenal, best, I would say, one of the best female gospel groups in the 50s. I hail from the city of Birmingham, Alabama. My mother was a member of Dorothy Love Coates and the original Harmonettes, but they were just original Harmonettes at first, and then they became Dorothy Love Coates because of her fantastic leading ability. So I was singing in my home, singing was in my home. My brother and my sister, and my mother was a musician, and we migrated from Birmingham to Detroit, and my mom caught me singing in the kitchen one day. I had been singing I've Been Bit by the Love Bug by Donnie Simpson in the early 60s. He had a show and it came on, and so every day it would come on and I was singing I've Been Bit by the Love Bug, and she caught me singing and she said, okay. After the third day, she said, you're going downstairs and we're going to start you singing. And she taught me my very first solo, which was How Great Thou Art. Well, after that, my sister sung with the group here. They were called the Mellotones. And I saw them sing at an early age, and I was like, oh my God, these ladies are really, really singing. I'm going to do that. That's what I want to do. And that's what I did, from that age, from the age of 5 on up. That's all I've enjoyed doing, giving God praise through music.
Yeah. So a lot of people, of course, associate gospel music with the church, and that's where you can, of course, regularly hear gospel music. But for you, it goes far beyond that. I mean, for you, it starts in your home, but also the Hallelujah Singers are a community choir. Talk about that dimension of gospel that goes beyond the church walls.
Yes, we are a community choir, and we have various denominations that are part of this group, and many of them do a lot of things in their home churches. And wherever we're needed, we go. So we've sung for various people. Martha Jean the Queen, King of Kings. We did that for like 13 years. We backed up and did work with the OJs. We did work with Trace Akins, and the list goes on. We were on Kim's Christmas album. And so different things that pertain to gospel or inspiration, that's what the Hallelujah Singers are all about. So I kind of handpicked them at first, and I still handpicked them now. I want to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. And one thing about the Hallelujah Singers, they're a strong bass choir, which they all have their individual church homes, and they have pastors. So not only do we come together and we know exactly what we're singing about because we have a home base, and that's good to have in these days with a choir, that you're taught about what you're singing about. And that's basically the Hallelujah Singers. That's what we do. We learn what we're singing about, that way we can minister to others, that they might know He's good God.
And what about the relationship between gospel music and other forms of music? I always think that you can listen to any form of music in America today and hear that gospel influence, sometimes stronger than others. But talk about how important that is to gospel itself, the way that it has influenced so much of the music world.
Well, gospel music, as I was always told, it puts joy in your heart constantly. You can go to gospel music, and if you're burdened, it lifts you up. If you're sad, it makes you happy. If you're going through anything you're going through, you can go to gospel music and you can get some consolation from that music. It's been that for me. Many of our R&B secular artists, if you know, they started off with gospel music, and you're going to hear that. It's something about the gospel. It touches your heart. It reaches, and what I love about it is that there's never a time that you listen to it that it doesn't satisfy you. You know what I'm saying? So with gospel music, like with the blues, you're sad and what have you. But if you're sad, you can go to gospel music and get some consolation, and it'll lift you up, out of that situation that you're in. So the gospel music is very important in all genres. I think for me, I would say personally, it's number one, the number one music thing that you can go to. Just go to the gospel music because it's just that good.